for the multinational force. With respect to contribution of boots on the ground, as it were, the Prime Minister has made it very clear, and that is the current position of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl and Isabel Rose. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks to returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn the post notification bell on, put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So in this one, my people, Mutabaruka rips the government for delays in compensating Coral Gardens survivors, as well as a statement from the Trinidad and Tobago's government as it pertains to the crisis in Haiti that is still ongoing. And Jamaica Agricultural Society weighs in on the government's move to revamp the island's dairy sector. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run go over to my other platform, subscribe over there, get that channel to 1k for me, please and thanks. So a former police officer body was burned to ashes in sections of Mountain Pass District, St. Catherine on Tuesday. He has been identified as 72-year-old Albert Campbell of Mountain Pass District. His body was found near an abandoned quarry about 3:30 p.m. Same was reportedly found after a bushfire in the area. So, not sure, my people, if it's somebody deliberately burnt this former police officer, this elder man, to death and then, started that bushfire. But some crazy things have been going on, my people, in the St. Catherine area. And for the past couple of weeks, elderly people been burnt up in fire, whether in a them house or whatsoever. And I truly believe once these persons are at a certain age, they should not even be living alone. Any family member that can accommodate them, even in one little room on the side of the house, somewhere, so that they won't be alone, would be of great, significance to prevent all of these, incidents from happening. But, rest in peace to this elderly man, and condolences goes out to the entire family and friends. So now, my people, we're seeing Mutabaruka says the government continues to lag in its effort to compensate Rastafarians who were impacted by the 1963 Coral Gardens massacre. And for many persons like myself who would have been, too young to know what the massacre was really about, I'm going to let you guys get a little brief synopsis from this young lady who goes by the name of New to Me. Shout out to her. I'm going to listen to what she has to say as it pertains to this massacre so they can have a better understanding.
Then Prime Minister Alexander Bustamante gave the order to bring in all Rastas, dead or alive. What was this incident that caused the government of the day to unleash the state apparatus that led to the massacre of several Rastafarians that we now call Bad Friday? At the time, Montego Bay's ruling families included the Carjarets, the Delissas, Walter Fletcher, among others. There was a concerted effort by these families to develop Montego Bay and its environs for tourism, but much of the areas that they wanted, small farmers were occupying these lands, these properties. So the Rastafarians would walk on foot from downtown Montego Bay in the railway lane area up Barnett Street through Salt Spring up to Flower Hill and Flanker out to the White House Fishing Village. And the ruling families joined with the police to criminalize the Rastafarians walking along this route. In the Gleaner's account, it said the 1963 massacre reportedly stemmed from an old incident in which a Rastafarian sympathizer, Rudolph Franklin, was shot and seriously injured by a property owner in a dispute over lands. Franklin and others decided to exact revenge by burning down the Ken Douglas Shell service station, and the incident caused a massive state crackdown against Rastafarians. In Dr. Campbell's account, he said that Bustamante had demonstrated to local and foreign developers that the space around the Half Moon Hotel would be free from the presence of bearded Rastas. Things came to a head on Holy Thursday, April 11, 1963. A group of Rastafarians set fire to a gas station owned by Ken Douglas. In response, the then Prime Minister, Alexander Bustamante, gave the order to bring in all Rastas, dead or alive. And the state unleashed a massive coalition of military and police upon the Rastafarian community. During the altercations on April 11, Detective Corporal Mulburn lost his life, and he had been a strong enforcer against Rastafarian ideology. So the police and the military were steadfast in exacting revenge for his death. By the time the incursion ended on April 13th, 3 Rastafarians, 3 civilians, and 2 police officers were dead. They went into every working class neighborhood and rounded up every Rastafarian that they could find, including women. They rounded up so many Rastafarians, not only from Coral Gardens, but from nearby communities and parishes, that the Barnett Street lockup was full and overflowing, much like it was in the days of enslavement. So because this happened round about Good Friday in 1963, this incident came to be known in the Rastafarian community as Bad Friday.
And so we see the government issued a formal apology in 2017 and established a trust fund for survivors of the incident. Since last week, Friday, the National Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang, said that a formal transfer of lands at the Albion Heights in St. James to the Coral Gardens Benevolent Society should happen within the first quarter of this financial year. And this year will mark the 61st commemoration of the massacre. And so we're seeing Mutabaruka coming out in defense of, all those who were involved in that incident, mostly the Rastafarians, and he says that he hopes that the government will not delay on this because some of these persons even passed away who were supposed to get compensation from the government.
Well, the more that should be done, well, they have to do something first before they say the more, because there's so much promises that have been made. Some is going through, but we realize the time government takes to do things, especially in this case. A lot of the elders, them who should have get the help pathway, so it's not like you can't go and wait, because it's people's lives you deal with. And right now, we see most of the brethren them and sisters them who didn't involved in the Coral Garden thing, them pathway. The ministers here come with an argument and say by June himself, specifically say June. So we're going to see what will happen. We can't say, well, feel jump up in the air about it because it's a long time them say they're going to do this thing. Bobby Granger also say some things and we see she make some move. But we really need to see something happen before we can jump up and say, where something is happening, Because as far as I can see, it's laga until only for 1 year. Call me an elder now. This thing I go and from your picnic.
So basically, Mutabaruka wants the government to move them hand fast and to compensate those who are still alive, who was affected by this massacre. And it's full and due time now that they don't let this first half of the year finish and they don't compensate them. So they said June, so let us wait and see, my people, if they will follow through on their commitment. In this segment, we're seeing the government of the Trinidad and Tobago, who is a part of the CARICOM, body, push out a statement saying that they will not be sufficing or providing any military help towards the crisis in Haiti. And we're seeing where Jamaica had, hosted the high-level meeting as it pertains to Haiti and the crisis going on there. And a lot of representatives from the CARICOM body was there, even representatives from the Americas. And we're seeing where America had pledged some 300 and something million to help, with what is going on in Haiti. But they have yet to say whether they will provide any military, help to Haiti. But we're seeing our Prime Minister take it upon himself to say that he will pledge to send lawmen from the JCF and JDF to aid Haiti's crisis. And I don't agree with it. Likewise, many persons don't agree with it. While you have some saying, PJ Patterson had sent over, troops back in his time over Haiti and all came back safe. But right now with this, how much teen gangs over Haiti not taking any talk from anybody really begs to question if our Prime Minister should really take up our law people and send over there. That's just my stance. To each his own with their opinion. But let me make you hear what the Trinidad and Tobago government had to say in a press release statement.
What I can tell you is that Trinidad and Tobago has been in support of actions to treat with the Haiti situation. We have provided financial support as well as human resources to CARICOM's good offices efforts, to the Eminent Persons Group, and to the other diplomatic foundation that has been laid in preparation for the multinational force. With respect to contribution of boots on the ground, as it were, the Prime Minister has made it very clear, and that is the current position of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, that we are not in a position to contribute military forces, police officers, or boots on the ground at this stage to that particular effort. So that position is maintained. In fact, in a few moments, I will be joining a heads of government meeting on the Haiti situation to receive updates and to contribute to CARICOM's further interface with that very concerning crisis. So that's the clear position of the government of Trinidad and Tobago.
And according to releases about a week ago, saying that they need 5,000 soldiers to help with this crisis in Haiti. And so if them assess so, they have gotten other help for Haiti, but they don't have the military to send over there at this point because it's going on terrible in Trinidad and Tobago as it pertains to the crime and violence. Likewise, Jamaica. So Prime Minister Andrew Holness seek the help for Haiti and send it in donation. Right? Send whatever help you get for them in donation. But we don't have the military and we don't have the police forces to send over Haiti at this moment or at this point in time. So I still ask my viewers and subscribers if you don't believe that the Prime Minister of Jamaica should take up our lawmen and send them to Haiti. Seeing that the gang leader allegedly called Barbecue has 9 gangs when basically operate, according to news. And him not retreat nor surrender. So wanna make me know what you think. Talk up and tell me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as it pertains to even the whole 1963 massacre and the government apologizing and pledging to compensate those who were affected. So Lenworth Fulton, the president of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, has applauded the government's move to revamp the island's dairy sector.
Dairying is very important to Jamaica. We have been consuming roughly about 70 million liters of milk, or the equivalent in milk powder. It would rejuvenate the work of T.P. Lecky and work from Dr. the Honorable Carl Wellington and those persons. And it would bring into focus further developmental work and the Jamaica Hope. So it's a good move all around, and the Jamaica Agricultural Society supports it. Having schools going into it, it would be beneficial because it would add to the amount of milk going into the processors, and it will give the skills to them to get out there and run small dairies, and it will provide employment for rural folks.
And that announcement was made last Thursday by Agriculture Minister Floyd Green. The dairy sector boomed in Jamaica before declining rapidly in the 1990s in the face of mass importation of cheap milk. And so as a part of its revitalization project, the ministry has entered into a partnership with the Northern Caribbean University to bolster research purposes. The project will also expand to include secondary schools. And I do believe that this is a very good idea. Gone are the days where we usually have the bag milk them at school. I don't know who remember that. But right now, I drink one of them, especially the cherry malt. So back in the days when I was a little girl going to school, we were privy to have gotten like maybe every Friday, I believe, we would get the bag milk in schools. Because right now, with some of them selling at school, one bag of sweet juice when it make no sense, the children them not learning anything, them just hyperactive, giving the teachers them a whole lot of problems. So this boom now back to the dairy sector is a very good look, and I must applaud the same. But I want to tell my people what says Uno. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run over to my other platform. Follow me over there at Anisabel Rose on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership, you get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. We do notifications, shout out in each and every video to be a part of that. All you have to do is be the first to like, comment and subscribe, and you'll be featured in the following video to come. This notification shout out goes to Annette E. is Fowler. Big up yourself, Annette. Thanks for the continued support from each and every subscriber. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family. Subscribe to the channel, like up the videos, share out the videos. Support the ABR movement by playing your part. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. I really want to share out that one here. Some want to send it out to as much people as possible in order to get the feedback of what I want on this channel. Hopefully it can go to at least 2,000 or 3,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.